Hi David, welcome to Hong Kong.
Thank you very much.
And congratulations for 2009, you scored 100 points.
Thank you. Well, we are now waiting for the final notes of the 2010 vintage, which is for us definitely comparable in terms of quality, because we place 09 and 2010 at the highest level of quality ever produced at Chateau Smith Lafitte. But the style is really different. 09 is quite extravagant, very expressive and demonstrative. 2010 is much more focused, a very classical type of wine.
Okay, so are you expecting it to score like 100 points again?
Well, the rate, to be honest, is not the most important. Most important to us is that, people in this room will love this wine as well, and then they will be our best ambassadors.
So, generally in 2012, people say it's a very difficult year for Bordeaux or everywhere in the world. So how is the harvest for your winery?
So it's been a bit tricky, I have to say. But we work a lot at Chateau Smith Lafitte to know our vineyard perfectly. So after we could eventually harvest some berries that were perfectly ripe and perfectly expressive, then we had to sort as well quite a lot. And the way we work at Chateau Smith Lafitte is called bio-precision. That's a blend of new technologies with the satellite imaging system, with the optical sorting machine, so a blend of new technologies and a blend of very traditional techniques. The integrated cooperage at the chateau, the work with horses in the white vineyards, in the white part of the vineyard. Also work a lot by hand during the vinification. So actually we could be very precise in our wine, and even 2002 could benefit actually of those methods that make the wine very expressive and very precise. So 2012 will be definitely the best expression of our vineyard, and we are very happy with it because I just tasted the final blends just before coming to Hong Kong. And I have to say that the wine is really balanced. There's a wonderful freshness and a very nice integration of the tannins. The bouquet is absolutely superb as well.
Okay, so how much quantity have you been produced in 2012?
Well, I don't have the final quantities, to be honest. I know that there will be a bit less wine than usual, but I don't have the proper figures.
Okay, then.
Sorry, I have to work on it.
Okay, so would you expect the price for 2012 will be a little bit more expensive than normal, or how are you expecting the price will be?
For the price, that's always a very difficult question because it also depends on the market. We produce a wine that is very expensive to make because of the bio-precision that has quite a huge cost. We are also investing quite a lot to always improve the quality of our wines. We are now building, and it's nearly finished. We are building a new cellar, a new vat room for the young vines. So actually, the second wine of the property will be vinified completely separately with different tools, more adapted to the second wine vinification. So actually, there are lots of investments. We want to stay in the range of wine that are drinkable. That people will buy to enjoy. We don't really want people, to buy the wine to make a kind of financial investment. We want the people to enjoy our wine because that's a very difficult job to make some wine. That's quite tough. The winter has been quite rude this year in Bordeaux, and people working in the vineyard did suffer quite a lot. So actually that's a tough mission. But all these efforts are made for people to have pleasure. So this is the most important to us.
What is the percentage of Cabernet Sauvignon against Merlot in your new vintage, like 2012, compared to before?
The culture of variety, for example, Cabernet or Merlot instead of another type of vine, is also directly linked to the type of soil, the terroir. So, for example, in Smith Lafitte, we have a wonderful terroir of gravels, the Gunzian gravel that give to the wine a very typical and unique smoky aroma. Some people say, oh, well, this wine is very smoky. And it's actually not coming from the barrels. It's really the expression of the soil. So these gravels are the top soil, actually, the best soil for growing Cabernet Sauvignon. Then the Merlot need a bit colder climate and colder type of soil. So actually the clay is nicer for the Merlot. So actually we have some parts of the vineyard that are richer in clay, and actually we grow the Merlot there. But the relation between soil and the variety planted on is the most important relation. Because then if you keep the vineyard in the good condition, if you are very careful, for example, during the summer, not to take too much leaves, but not living on too many as well, you can keep the balance and you can keep the freshness in your wine, which is very important.
One last question. Recent 20 years, which vintage of Smith Haut Lafitte that you like the best?
I would say that we've had some very important vintages that were, some marks in the evolution of the chateau. In the last 20 years, well, the Chitchat bought the property in 1990. Since there, the evolution of the chateau and the significant change of quality has been seen with the vintage 95, 96 as well. You have 98 that is absolutely splendid, and the big ones. Then you have 2000, of course, and then 2005. 2009, obviously, just started to speak about with it, and now we have 2010. So we are always progressing in the quality of our wine. We are making the quality and the expression of the wines much more even, because, well, we also have the tools now and the knowledge of our terroir to be more precise and make some better wines.
Thank you very much, David, for your time.
Thank you very much.
Hope you have a nice exhibition today.
I always have a very nice time in Hong Kong, I have to say.